Hello and welcome back to Game Muscle Videos. Today, Codemasters have just released an update to Dirt Rally which allows you to play it officially with official Oculus Rift CV1 support. Now popping the Rift headset on, you'll see that we're already at the track and ready to go. Now what's nice is what they've really done is polish everything up, so when you launch the game from Steam, it's got well, you're inside a tyre, ball tie, it makes no sense, with the screen there, and the menu all works inside of VR. We'll try and get a screenshot of that on the screen. If I can do that, I'll put it there now. If I can't, well, we can't do it. But when you load up, you get this the menu in a little window, so you can navigate all the menu options without them to strain or anything. And then when you go to the stage, you are teleported directly inside of the vehicle. And as you can see here, we're now in the car. Now I've set everything up with the Thrustmaster T300 wheel, Clutchport V2 pedals, and we're using SHH shifter. There's a co-pilot. SHH shifter in sequential mode, which I'm using as a handbrake. We're driving the Subaru, which is, of course, got shifters on it rather than a gear stick, so it makes sense. It's quite nice to drive with the H pattern. We'll sure we'll do that in another video soon. But we are ready to go. So let's put a handbrake on and do the stage. We're saying I haven't put any. I haven't changed any of the settings, so it's essentially what you'd experience with the Oculus Rift out of the box. So I can give a bit of feedback as to what the game is like out of the box as we understeer there with the Vive. Oh. So, first thing I'm noticing, is that the camera is not locked to the car. So the car body's rolling around a lot, and it feels like my head's moving around a lot. And that's because, as I say, the camera's not locked to the car, but wait, there are the INI files can be edited, so I'll probably give that a fiddle because I like my camera to be locked to the car. But that aside, it's pretty bloody fantastic. And you know, Dirt Rally, like all driving sims in VR, is just adds so much more to the experience, because you actually feel like you're inside the car driving down a ridiculously narrow road with a giant cliff to the side that you really don't want to drive off. Absolutely fantastic. The depth, the 3D makes this hill feel a lot steeper. Now I've driven this track a few times on the monitor, but this is so much better in VR. As we just scrape a tree there, it's alright. I just wanted to make sure the tree didn't have any rot on it. That's my side job, is working for the Forestry Commission as we drive the track. Most rally drivers, of course, do that. As we try and navigate through here. Bit of a handbrake. Turn up here. Dab the handbrake. So the other thing I'm noticing as well is that the steering wheel animation doesn't line up. Dirt Rally's always been a little bit funky with how the steering wheel animation works. In fact, I normally, when I race this on a triple screen setup, I just turn the wheel off and line the car up. And line the car up with my rig, so I don't have to have the wheel animation on. And in VR, the initial movement of the wheel's kind of lining up, but then it's got this weird dampening spring on it, so it's a little bit off-putting. And in VR, you know, because that wheel feels like it's my wheel that I'm actually using, the mismatch is a little bit off-putting. But I'm so concentrating on the track, it's not the end of the world. But I don't know, maybe there's a fix with the INI file again, but that'd be nice to address. Whoa, a giant bump. The little undulations in the track are so much more noticeable in VR. I'm going all over the bloody shop here. You can just see all the little subtle cambers and all the little modelling details that Codemasters have done such a good job on with the road surfaces in this. That on a screen you don't really notice them, and sometimes, you know, the car will get sort of flipped over a bit or suddenly react to something. You sort of feel like it might be the game's, you know, there's a bug there, but actually what it would have been is a bit of a dip in the track. Oh god, that's a bit wide. But also there'll be opportunities to sort of dip your wheel in on the inside of a corner and hook the car around, which you see them doing in real life. and VR will like lets you see those coming up, those sort of suicidal opportunities to stick your wheel in and then take advantage of them. Totally out wide there. Oh god, there's gates either side. It's like that YouTube video where the guy loses it just before the gate and somehow manages to get through it. Oh dear, you really would have to be mental to drive rally cars at full speed in real life. It's not actually a footwell in front of me, that's just testicle storage space, because anyone driving these cars, like 1960s race cars, of course had absolutely, or do have absolutely ginormous testicles. Oh, going wide. Oh my god, it looks, that looks like a proper drop that you wouldn't want to fall off. So much, whoa, more impact, Jesus, in VR than on a screen, and compared to the DK2, which is what we played this on previously, the resolution of the consumer Rift definitely helps. It's a lot more clear. I can see a lot further into the distance, and actually everything seems to be running perfectly well. I'm not noticing any sort of time warp stutter, so it must be hitting the 90 FPS constantly. No head tracking issues, and that's why I'm not particularly noticing any aliasing issues either. Like the graphics on pretty high. I think I've got them on maximum actually, because I didn't change them from when I went from my monitor mode. So absolutely extraordinary, perfect. I'd say near perfect implementation of VR. If it wasn't for the steering wheel sort of bouncing about in a disconnected way. Other than that, Codemasters have done an absolutely superb job of putting VR in this and getting it all polished. Oh, it's a bit slow. Those of you that are good at playing Dirt Rally, apologies for my lines through here. We're a bit, a bit all over the place. Jonathan in his raincoat there, and Bob in his yellow jacket. Got some marshals. They're not even impressed. They're just chilling out. Whoa! Nearly clipped the inside of the wall there with the wheel. Could have flipped the vehicle. I'm actually a lot more aware of the potential of crashing here in VR. It really hits you more. The sense of speed and the sense of I don't want to drive into a tree at 100 miles an hour. 75, 80, 90. Oh my god. Look at the view. Oh, look at that. Let's not look at the view too much, otherwise we'll become part of the view. Co-driver, he doesn't care, completely unfazed. He's just reading his pace notes. Oh, jeez. Let's just drive up this slope. Let's 360. Do a barrel roll before the finish line. I'm just testing the crash physics. The damage works perfectly. It wouldn't be a dirt race stage without a barrel roll. And we finished slow motion, like Neo in the Matrix in his rally car. That's actually pretty crazy. So there you go, absolutely superb. And as you can see, or maybe it might not be clear on the video, but for me, I'm inside of a tyre room. I'm inside of a round tyre, and the screen is now displayed as a little 2D sort of like a little cinema screen in front of me. But first impressions of Dirt Rally in VR. Codemasters have done an absolutely fantastic job. Dirt Rally, one of the best rally games, if not the best rally game. It's sort of Dirt Rally and RBR, your choice at this point in time. Absolutely amazing game. Force feedback incredible. Really good with all the sim kit as well. Yeah, I'd say really good job, Codemasters. If you haven't got Dirt Rally, go and pick it up now. If you've got a VR headset, you've got no excuse now, because this Dirt Rally is an amazing game. When you combine it with VR, especially the Consumer Rift, it's even better. But we'll be doing more videos with Dirt Rally, checking out some of the content, fiddling around with the camera view. But until then, don't forget to click the subscribe button, like the video, drop us a comment if you want to see anything. I will see you in the next video we do. Goodbye.